I'm June Cotte from the Ivey Business School. I'm an associate professor of marketing, and the project that I'm working on for the research network is a systematic review of everything we know in the world, basically, on whether consumers will pay more for socially conscious products. So part of that is trying to figure out what socially conscious means, and so we'll be looking at whether it means green or labor practices or all of the above and all of the different dimensions of socially conscious consumption. Together with my doctoral student, Remi Trudel, we'll be looking over all of the academic journals, a lot of practitioner reports and surveys, basically anything we can get our hands on that's been published in the last 3 decades, to try to systematically develop a coding scheme and a way to integrate all of this information from all these disparate sources and feed it back to industries, industry associations, practitioners, academics for use in the classroom, as well as academics for use in their own research and theorizing.
Great. And when will the information be available?
About April and May of next year. No later than May of 2009, we'll have compiled everything and written it up in a number of different formats: an academic article, a practitioner article, and some teaching materials, including cases and teaching notes and things like that.
I'm Remi Trudel. I'm a doctoral student here at Ivey, and I've actually just accepted a job at Boston University, and I start July 1st. My research looks at consumer judgment decision making, but more specifically at social issues, and so I'm really interested in ethical consumerism and why and how consumers might select the products that they do. And so I'm really interested in whether consumers are willing to reward or punish ethical behavior, socially responsible behavior. And I look at this from a JDM lens, and so with the idea that I can learn about how and why people make decisions to allow them to make better decisions. And hopefully this is useful for both marketing firms and for academics as well. So one of the studies that we're doing is titled Liars, Cheaters, and Thieves. And so we believe that there's an association, and when consumers take part in a transaction, they're actually okaying that transaction, and because they're taking part of that transaction, they're almost justifying and saying it's okay. And so what we did is we put consumers into 2 groups, and we gave them 2 surveys. In one survey, the firm was described as a socially responsible company, and in the other one, the firm was described as a low-cost company, a low-cost provider. And so then we asked them for their preferences, how many Cokes to drink a week, all that kind of stuff. And then once they finished, I told them that what this is really about is that consumers quite often lie on surveys. And so take this red pen, and I want you to go back and just circle any answers that you weren't 100% truthful on. And what we found is that those people who were doing the survey for the ethical firm lied much less than the other group. The other group who's doing the survey for the low-cost provider lied twice as much. And then I measured them on the way out. So part of one of the questions that they had on their questionnaire, we had age and all that stuff and other demographics. So I had them, to state their height. Then on the way out of the room, I measured them, and sure enough, those people who did the survey for the unethical firm or the low-cost firm, on average, lied about their height almost 2 inches.